Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it?
Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. It's 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the 31-yard line.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
The debate about Kirk Cousins continues to rage both among Vikings fans and fans around the league. But when you look at his numbers, you think this is one of the better quarterbacks in the league. Last year broke a string of 4 straight 4,000-yard passing years with the emergence of Dalvin Cook in the backfield. So while those numbers dropped, he was still solid throwing the football. 26 touchdown passes, just 6 interceptions. Now he just got to develop an extra target on the perimeter in order to get his numbers back to the previous levels.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Eddie Pinheiro.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, had some blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
They can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much, Lester?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Cousins now. Connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Kyle Rudolph.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. It's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's good for a Minnesota.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On the tackle.
Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bears' 36-yard line.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Cook. He was brought down by Akeem Hicks. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, Cook. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
On 2nd down, boom, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Mike Boone, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A 1-yard run on first down, another one on second. Tell you, it doesn't do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets him 6 points.
Now, just wondering, contract negotiations, do you show the 6-point score or do you show the yards per carry?
I'm showing the 6 points.
No doubt about it. And his team benefits. They don't care about yards per carry. They just care about points up on the board.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And they're on 24-yard line.
The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
There certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's high? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They're going to run this with a tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
46-yard line.
A gain of back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with a former Viking, Cordero Patterson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. Here's Patterson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have it.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. Terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
The Vikings take
second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On first down, it's Cook. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On second and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. They'll run for it with Cook. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. This is out quickly to the right, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Running for it, here's Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
for the point after.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further. as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Stand 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. Throwing again on second down. Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Amir Abdullah deep from Minnesota. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Recovered by Chicago.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Bears 10.
So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Bears 10.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Now come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Cousins. Now here comes, and Cousins lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So a chance there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over first.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the 20.
Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, it's Cook. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Cook again, the ball carrier.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 3rd down. Boom. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll go with Boone. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. He's giving him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darren Lee picks him, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears 16. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw him through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The offense on third down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at third and a few inches. Give to Cook out of the gun. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he has the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to get going again. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete.
They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Chicago.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And it's Patterson complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. The man is Kmet, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
First down, Bears.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but he did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Anthony Miller.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
9-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. This will be caught just inside the 10. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. To throw again on second down. Trubisky. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Clock running here under 90 seconds to go. And this is going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
28.
So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
On first down, Cook. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bears' 29-yard line.
On second down, this is Madison. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Minnesota, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Chicago, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our